Hello everyone, I am Ranjit from Informatica Global Customer Support. In this video, we will see on CDGC Public APIs for import and export of CSV files that is implemented as part of the November release. The agenda of today's session is export CSV file through Public API and import CSV file through Public API, and then we will quickly jump on to a quick demo. Export CSV file through Public API. So this API has the ability to export assets to a CSV file via a public API. So earlier we had the functionality to export only to Excel format. So now users can export assets by specifying the asset type name. So when the user downloads the exported CSV, the file will be automatically zipped, and the proper query must be provided to ensure the correct assets are exported. Import CSV file through public API. So users can use the export and do the necessary changes and then import the same back into CDGC. So this API has the ability to import CSV files through a public API where the users can import directly using the CSV files or place them in a zip file and import the same. The CSV file name must match the asset type name. Example, if we are exporting and importing back the business term, then the file name should be businessterm.csv for successful import. The public API CSV import works in the same way as a normal import with the same process and functionality. Now we will quickly jump on to a quick demo and see how the API works in CDGC. So here I have given the business term email as the query, which lists only one business term in the search results. So now I am trying to export this particular email business term using the business term email search query using the API. So now let me go back to Postman. So first we will generate the session ID. And using the session ID, we will be required to generate the bureau token, which will be provided as the authentication to the API. So similar to the previous login API. And once the JW token is generated, so this can be passed into the API. So in the export API, so I have given the knowledge query, segments, file name, summaries, and file type as CSV. So in the knowledge query, we can update the value as mentioned in the CDGC. So once the details are provided, we can hit the send. So now this will trigger a export job in CDGC, so which the user can observe in CDGC as well. So since I am using this particular user as the user to generate the session token and bureau token, so I am able to see the export job in CDGC and as well as in metadata command center. So if you are not using the same user as yours in the login API, so in that case you may be seeing the export job in metadata command center, but you may not be seeing it under the job monitoring in CDGC. Also you can use the tracking URI API to track the status of the job. So you can just click on this tracking URI and then under the authorization give the bureau token. And click on send. So this will show the status of the job that is triggered as part of the export API. So here in the URL, so after jobs, so this is the job ID of the job that is triggered as part of the export API. So once the job is successful, we will be able to export the export file using the output URI. So now we can see the job is successful now, and the same can be validated using the status API as well. So status is completed. So now we can use the output URI API and update the bureau token here. So the export business term.zip has been downloaded. So this is the file name that we have given in the API. So the file name is export business term. So unzip this. So here we can see the business term and view all. So in clicking on the business term, we will see like the business term email got exported as part of this export API. So here we can make some changes. So currently the description is empty. So and I have updated the description in the CSV file. So now after saving this, we can create a zip for this business term for import. So make sure like while doing the import, the file name should be same as the asset type. So like if we are trying to import a business term, so then the file name should be business term, and if we are trying to import a business area, then the file name should be business area. So now we can go to the import API. So for import API, there is no params. So authorization, we need to give the bureau token, and under headers, so under the body, we need to give the file that we need to import as part of the import API. So this is the zip that we have created. We can select that, and then we can click on send. So this is the job ID. And the same can be observed from DGC as well. And again, this can be viewed only if you are logging using the same user, and the same user is used in the API as well for the session ID and JWT token. However, all the users will be able to see the job in MCC. And same way, we can check the status of the job using the job URI as well. So now the status is running. So now the import job is successful now. So now we can navigate to data governance and catalog. And this is the business term where we have imported the description. So now refreshing this, we can see the description is updated. We would love to hear feedback from you. Thanks for watching.